All right, so if you've ever seen any of my videos before, you know that I'm super into like budget computers and budget computer parts. But my liking for budget electronics doesn't just stop there. Like the headphones I use every day, these JLab, I don't even know what they're called, JLab something. I bought them for $20 at Walmart, and I kind of prefer them over my second gen AirPods that I've been using for like the past like 3 years. And I don't know if it's because they're only $20, and I think that's awesome that headphones like this can just be so good for $20, and true wireless, that's like 6 hours. and I just, budget electronics just fascinate me. So leading to my point of why you clicked on this video is this right here. Now again, I was in Walmart the other day and I'm walking and I walk through the phone aisle and I see this for $40, and I'm like, Samsung Galaxy A03 on Straight Talk for $40. I mean, like, can you even really go wrong here? It's a smartphone that looks decent, 6.5-inch screen, 13 megapixel camera, for $40. I mean, like, your expectations got to be at the baseline for $40 for a smartphone. You know, anything past basic functionality is just a plus at this price point. Because I know when I was growing up and smartphones were just coming out, trying to get a smartphone for $30 or $40 was already impossible, and anything you found that was even a little bit more than that kind of sucked. You really had to pay a lot of money to get a decent smartphone back in the day. But here we are, $40 for a Samsung Galaxy anything, you know. So it's really piqued my interest, and I really just want to pick it up and see what it's all about. So I think we're just gonna bust into it, see what it comes with, and we'll go from there. Like double sealed at the top, tape inside. So all right, right out the gate here, we got the phone right on top, 6.5-inch screen, 32 gigs of memory. See, pop out the top. Where do we have to pull that? Okay, we're just gonna, wouldn't give it to me through the top, so we're gonna slide it out there. And we'll just put that to the side for now. Alright, so inside we get SIM tool, USB-C cable, USB-C to USB-C. We got quick start guide. It's my IMEI on there. I don't know if you guys can do anything with that, so I'll probably blur that out. About your phone. Oh, there's the quick start guide, so I don't know what all the paperwork was. Start here, Straight Talk. And this here, and I guess that's security stuff. Yeah, so I mean, not much in the box here. We don't even get a brick to plug this into, so I guess they're just, I mean, that's normal practice these days with cell phones, and they don't give you anything but a wire, and sometimes you're lucky if you get a wire. So let's get all this out of the way. Anyway, let's pull this phone back over. A nice little peel here. Again, block the numbers on the back, so I don't know if there's anything to do with that. Just peel the sticker off real fast so we get a good look at how the phone looks. Peeled the sticker off. And that's actually a decent looking back for a very budget phone. Front screen's pretty nice looking just to begin with. Alright. Right side looks like we got power button, volume rocker. Top looks like a microphone. Left, SIM card tray. And nothing else. The bottom, charging port. Oh, a headphone jack. Okay. And a loudspeaker and another microphone. And then obviously I said the camera on the back, one flash. And let's see if we got any juice in it. Alright. Samsung Galaxy. And I apologize about my recording space right now. My typical recording space is being taken up by a sleeping baby. So that's what we got to work with. Nice freezer top. Service provider update. Your device will restart to configure features supported by the new SIM. Okay. Alright, I will get this set up really fast, and then I'll pick up back from there. I'm all set up. Finish. Alright. Oh, is that what happens when I go all the way this way? Okay, alright, big disclaimer. I'm an iPhone guy. I like Androids, but I haven't had an Android in like 8 years. So there's going to be a little learning curve getting back into this. So I might complain about something stupid and sound stupid. Oh my god, the Oilers beat the Sharks 9-2. Okay. Anyway. Let's see, swipe up for an app drawer. Oh god. Alright, let's see what's going on. It's downloading something right now. What are we downloading? Can I have my notification bar? Okay. Alright. Yep, it's definitely doing something in the background because it's not letting me do anything. Finish setting up your Galaxy. Okay, what do we need to finish setting up? Tap to finish. Okay. I don't want to do that. We already went through that. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Oh jeez, what are we doing? I don't want to copy any data or apps. I don't. I said this already, Google. What are we doing? We did this. We just did all this. So this is how we got out of it. Alright. That was a grueling process. I'm not sure how much of that you guys are going to see, but it pretty much made me go through the motions twice of setting up the device, I guess because I skipped a couple things. And then it made me go back, and then of course you got to sign into your Samsung account, as well as your Google account, and they don't want you to skip any of that, or else they just won't let you do anything. But right now it's downloading something in the background. It just says installing apps. Lovely. Free up space. We found 4 apps you haven't used in a while. Yeah, I bet you have. So nothing should have transferred. I didn't set it up to transfer anything. I didn't want it to transfer anything. I wanted it to be a fresh device. Yes, I have a Galaxy S5e. I forgot that I knew I had it, but I don't use it all that often. I literally use it just to throw YouTube videos on. So I guess I am a little, up to date with some of the Galaxy stuff going on. But other than that, setup process wasn't so bad. It was bad. It was frustrating. I haven't had to do a setup process in a long time because when you switch iPhones, you just put the other iPhone over the old iPhone and it just pops right into your phone. So it's all good. But this is a fresh setup, so I can't be too mad. But other than that, responsiveness now that we're getting set up, much better than what it was earlier. And I am going to activate this phone and actually use it for a week and get a feel for it. Use it throughout the week. Text, any extracurriculars that I'm going to do, watching videos, browsing social media. I'm going to do it all on this. I will get this phone activated and I will update you as we go here. So I just want to say this is my first video like this, so it's going to be a little rough around the edges, so just bear with me here. Alright, so we're back here. It's been about a week since I started using the phone, and it's been a weird week where, like, when I first started using it, I kind of didn't want to use it so much because, like, just getting around, it was a little slower, like, I wasn't used to it. Then after the week went on, like, that tended to not bother me so much, like, having to, like, wait, because you just get so used to that, like, instant gratification. As soon as you press a button, boom, it just pops right up. No waiting. You'd have 20 apps open in the background and still just next app, boom, pops right up. And, you don't even gotta, like, wait or anything. This kind of slows you down a little bit. And at first, it really did kind of bother me to a point where I wouldn't even switch a YouTube video because, might take a second for something to load. And then, like, as the week went on, I kind of just, let that, it didn't bother me so much. And my brain kind of got used to waiting a second. And it was kind of nice. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. So let's start with the specs here. Since I've been using it, I got a more specific look at the specs. So we're running Android 13 on here. The CPU is a MediaTek Helio P35. It's 8 cores, 4 cores running at 2.3 gigahertz, and the other 4 cores are running at 1.8 gigahertz. For RAM, we have 3 gigabytes. Storage is 32 gigabytes. The battery is it had 2 different ratings in the actual settings. It says 5,000 milliamp hour. In the other app, it said 4,900 milliamp hour. So somewhere between 4,900 and 5,000 milliamp hours. The display is 6.5 inches, 60 hertz, and it's 1600 by 720. And then for the cameras, this front camera here is 5 megapixels. The back camera here is 13 up top, and then we have 2 megapixels, and then this is obviously your LED flash, which is fairly bright. All right, so hopping right on in here, this is going to be my general performance, just like daily usage. I hop right into my thoughts, the good, the bad, and some of the other here. So starting off right out of the gate here, the screen is actually like kind of beautiful for being a $40 phone. It's got a really decent color. Watching videos on it is great. It's just it gets fairly bright. Let's pull the brightness up here. But yeah, that's at its brightest here. It gets pretty bright. I am not a bright phone user, so I'm usually about halfway, a little less than halfway. But for the video here, we'll crank it up a little bit. But yeah, the display is honestly just really good looking. And then after that, the battery life on this thing is kind of insane. I had video streaming on here for like 8 hours one day, and it was only at like 30% when I was done watching videos. And then after that, while watching videos, doing some texting and hopping on social media here and there. By the time the day was over, I was at like 11%, and that was just like constant screen on, watching videos all day. The battery kind of blew my mind. It's really a highlight. There's one thing about this phone: it does not give up. You can press anything you want. It might take a second, but it will not crash. It will constantly push through. It never gave up. It always got done whatever I was asking it to get done, and that was great. Not having to deal with crashes all day. All right, another thing about it is this phone does look premium. For being $40, it's a very premium, in my opinion, looking phone. If I saw this phone and I was just on the street and saw somebody using this phone, I wouldn't think that it was a $40 phone. It's got a nice ridged back. The screen, while it does have a little bit of a bezel, it's not exactly bezel-less, and the bottom's got this little thick boy chunk here, but that's personally not something that bothers me. I'm not a big bezel-less guy. It's not the end of the world to me. Another good thing is it has face unlock. It's got the fingerprint scanner, and they both work fairly well. So let's see. There it goes. It's hit and miss, but for the most part, it does seem to get it first try. I have to adjust your thumb, and it gets it pretty quick. And the face unlock does work actually pretty well. So that's boom, that fast, and you just gotta swipe up and you're in. So that one really, I like that because I added that like halfway into my using it. I didn't think it was gonna work very well. Obviously, I tested it, but I didn't really have it on. And then I was just using the fingerprint, and the fingerprint was, like I said, hit and miss. And then I switched to the front camera face unlock, and it really changed. It really got me in a lot quicker, I feel like. And just another good basic thing is the call quality was really good. I could always hear the person on the other side, and the person I was talking to never really had an issue hearing me, so that was really cool. Alright, moving on to the bad stuff here. So, multitasking is kind of a no-go. If you really want to get the best performance out of whatever you're doing, I suggest you have whatever you're doing be the only app open. Maybe like a web browser and like a video, or maybe like a video and a message, but that's like max. Like, because it only has the 3 gigabytes, which already in 2024 probably isn't enough. But after you have like stuff open and the phone is running, you're only really working with like 1 gigabyte. Actually, when you only have one app open, you're working with like 1 gigabyte altogether. The other two is being taken up by like the system. So it's really like it needs another, at least a gigabyte. I feel like it would run a lot better, but yeah, the 3 gigs just does not seem like enough. As well as the internal storage being only 32 gigs, and like 10 of that's already being taken up by the system. So you're only working with like, let's see, I wrote it down how many gigs it was. 21 gigabytes available when you boot this up. So you really gotta pick and choose with what you're gonna have sometimes. I don't have that much stuff on here. I'm not exactly sure how much storage I have left. Let's see. All right, so yeah, we are like 92% full already. And that's with like 10 apps maybe, and like a handful of pictures, and a couple videos, just for testing. And we are scraping the end here. It is upgradable up to like a terabyte on like an SD card, so like that can work. Something like, you know how it is. Sometimes with the SD cards, they don't work flawlessly hand in hand with the storage, but you can upgrade to about a terabyte. Moving on. So, like I said, it doesn't give up, it doesn't crash, but it can be somewhat slow. It's not so slow. Like, let's see. Let's open up YouTube. That pops up. Then we'll hop into your videos, your general usage. I'll pop a video on, and takes a second. That's me, of course. Whoops. Don't worry, that'll be another part of the end of this list here. You'll see. Something I did a lot. Drop this phone. 1080p. This would be a nice little look at the video quality as well. Not that I have the best video quality in my videos, but yeah, the video pops up. It's buffering fine, but yeah, it took a little bit longer than maybe normal to get there. I'll pause that for now. As a matter of fact, let's get a look at the speaker here too while we're here.
But other than that, let's roll into some games.
Yeah, it's max volume here. It's not like super loud. I mean, it gets fairly loud, but it's not great quality. That is another point on my negatives here, which was actually next, but not really. Turn that off. All right. So yeah, speaker is pretty loud, but it's not crispy quality or anything like that. So that's also negative, just having the one down firing speaker. And I feel like I got to do this thing that I haven't done since like I had like an iPhone 4, where you got like, when you're holding it and you kind of just cup it like this, so the volume is coming at you, the sound's coming at you, instead of firing out to the side to nowhere. It's definitely one of those things that I call myself doing with this phone. Alright, camera quality, I pretty much just wrote down washed out, man. I'll put some pictures on the screen here so you guys can see that a little bit. Same thing with the video, it's a little washed out, it's not great. But $40, I'm okay with them skimping on the camera a little bit. There's one place I'd be okay with them skimping. It's the camera, so we can get a little extra performance. So the camera's just an extra for me anyway. And then another negative would be the texting. I have it in the negatives, but I figured out halfway through the week I was using Google messaging, and it was like missing presses and just kind of slow. And if you opened it when you had something else going on, it would open really slow and things would load, and then it would be even slower than you're typing, and it's missing presses, and it was really frustrating. And then I couldn't send videos, or I couldn't send pictures. It just wouldn't send, or I couldn't receive pictures either. They would come up as a download, you click download, it just wouldn't download. And that was really frustrating. And then I switched to Galaxy messaging, or Samsung messaging, or whatever it's called, and it was way better. Like, it would honestly changed my complete outlook on texting. I just forgot I had that written down here, but in a negative. But once I switched to the Samsung messaging, it was much better, performance wise. Like, no mispresses. It just felt fluent, fine. I could send and receive pictures. So that kind of changed my whole typing experience on this thing when sending messages. And that's pretty much like my overall view. Some pros and some cons. The phone hasn't really disappointed me for $40, I'd say, overall right now. So now we're going to move into some games, so you can get a look at that. Alright, so here we go. Starting off with COD Mobile here in the games department. The camera doesn't seem like it's doing it much justice, but the screen is definitely just nice to look at, even in a game where maybe our performance isn't going to be that great. The screen just nice to look at. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna try my best to keep this on frame like this, but I'm also gonna try to play decently well so we get a good idea here. And let's go right into multiplayer. Just load up whatever we can get into first. But yeah, I also feel like when playing games, since the speaker's right here, no matter how you hold it, whether you hold it like this or you flop it around to this side, I feel like no matter what, it kind of like you're blocking the sound a bit, so you gotta kind of hold it a little funny to get the sound. All right, Nuketown. I don't know what dropkick is, but hopefully it's not gonna impede me here. Fight over control the briefcase. Okay. Once we load it up a little bit more here, our performance will come back a little bit. I don't have my control set up on here. Oh, does not feel great on playing like this. Let's see if I can hold it in a better spot. Let's go. Alright, sorry. Alright, can we... Oh, that's the wrong button. Wait, why I want to reload? Oh, this is brutal, I'm sorry. I'm not blaming my bad play on the phone, I promise. My sensitivity feels off. But yeah, once you get going, it's not awful. Can I? Jeez, what am I stuck on? Okay, the phone was just getting confused for a second. It wouldn't let me like multi-touch. We're also playing at the lowest settings I can play on, and the lowest frame rate to keep us sturdy here. Okay. Oh, is that not me? Oh, I have to watch. Okay. That's probably good, except a lot of people are standing still. Nice. Alright. Well, that was good. But, so yeah, overall here, once you get loaded into the game, and you're running around, it's not terrible. It could definitely be better. You know, you wish you were playing it, but with this screen, I wish we could play at higher settings because it would look pretty good. And higher frame rate. I have no idea what kind of frame rate it's running at. Oof. Don't mind me. Just pay attention to the performance of the game, not mine. The sensitivity just feels so funny here. I don't know if it's me or if it's the game. Oh my gosh, I'm just missing the buttons. Alright. Gosh, I am a bot. I can't. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it up to the screen so we can see, but I'm also trying to hit stuff. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Alright. So that's your taste of COD Mobile here. Not playing well, but you can at least see the performance. Moving on. Right in ranked. We don't play around. Let's see how this goes. It's another one where I feel like I'm messing up because of playing on a different phone. It's another game again that starts up kind of rough. You gotta let it kind of load for a second. And once we load, we're a little better off. Oh yeah, see right out the gate. Right out the gate, we're good. Didn't even do it with a teammate. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, there he goes. All right. This one's a little bit more laggy. I feel like than COD Mobile. COD Mobile has its moments, but I feel like I feel like this game be freezing up a lot, and you do not have a lot of time to work with. We're dealing with freezes. I really hope my teammate was gonna hit that up. Save? How's that a save? Hey teammate, you want to move or do something? What's going on here? It's a rank. You just loaded in the rank and decided you weren't gonna play? Oh, I blew it. Yeah, there he is. Easy dub. Yeah, what a save. He's cocky. He's hardly playing. There he goes, not playing. Oh, whoops. Oh, and I put it in my own net. Nice. Still plenty of time to blow this game. Another questionable save. And oh my gosh, teammate. I'm playing handicap here. Why is he playing so sporadically? Why isn't he playing the whole time? Oh, that was bad. Oh no. Teammate. No. Oh my gosh, they missed it. Oh my god, hit the ground, hit the ground. Just, okay. We need overtime. Ugh. And we lose. Oh man. All that just to lose. My teammate decided he wasn't going to play until, you know, the last 30 seconds in overtime. There you go, there's Rocket League Sideswipe. Now, obviously, a game that's going to run really great on here, and it's the best game ever made, Peggle. Perfect for a device like this. You know, you can play a little bit more intensive games, but games like this, Candy Crush, easy games, puzzle games, these are the games that are going to run great on here, and they look pretty good too. They're usually pretty colorful, and the screen's really good for stuff like that. And the screen's great. I love the screen on this thing. Like I said, I don't think the camera does it much justice, but I think the screen does look really good here. But yeah, a game like this, perfect for it. Oh yes, all the free balls. Oh, that was brutal. Easy free ball. There it is. That got me enough for 3 stars. Will it be enough? It is not. So I'm obviously going to have to replay that level. But not right now, because I will get sucked into this game for an hour or more, and we don't have time for that. So overall here, just to put it short and put it all in one spot, sort of, overall, while the Samsung Galaxy A03 has a lot of positives and negatives, I believe the most important thing to consider at this price point is performance. Like I said, it's not particularly fast, especially if you have more than one app open at a time. The 3 gigabytes of RAM is just not enough, especially since realistically you only have about 1 gigabyte available at any given time. With that being said, the phone never crashed or gave up on me. It always eventually got the task I was asking to do done. And if you're looking at this device as a budget gaming device, I believe you should look elsewhere. Maybe spend a couple of extra dollars, especially if you really want to do some more intense gaming. The games are just they're okay, but I wouldn't call them enjoyable. They really just get the job done. It's a shame because the screen's really nice to look at, and the battery life is amazing. I just wish they had maybe used a slightly lesser quality screen and maybe cut it down by like half an inch and maybe cut the build quality down a little bit and put that money towards maybe like an extra gigabyte of RAM. And maybe make all those cores all 2.3 gigahertz. I don't really know how phone processors work and how they go, but I think having 8 cores at 2.3 gigahertz probably would have been better than having 4 at 2.3 and the other 4 at a lower clock. But what bothers me about this is that this phone was on sale for $40. It's supposed to be a $60 phone. And at $60, the price for performance is a bit worse. So I wouldn't really recommend it for $60. But if you really need a phone and you're looking on a tight budget, and you find this phone for $40, it's definitely not the worst purchase you can make. While this is my first budget smartphone review, and my baseline measurement for performance is a very expensive iPhone 13 Pro, I'd say in a pinch, this phone will get you by, and I believe that's the point of phones at this ultra budget point. And honestly, I think it'll do more than get you by. If you really need a phone, and you're really on a budget, it really didn't let me down. Like it was decently enjoyable to use, just as a basic use point. As long as you didn't push it, it was okay. All right, so if you like this video, please leave it a like. If you didn't, please let me know what I can do to improve. This is my first review like this, so I understand it might not be the best, but I really enjoyed making it. You know, using the phone for a week was a really interesting concept for me. I really like playing around with just budget electronics and stuff like that. You know, I don't know what it does, but it does something for me. I do have another phone on deck to make a review of, so if you guys are interested, let me know. This one that I picked up is a $30 phone. And while I still have service, I may as well use it while I can and review another phone. But yeah, if you want to see more of this, more videos like this, budget phone reviews, and if you want to see any more of my PC content that I really want to get back into soon, I don't know how soon, but I do want to get back into that. Get subscribed, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.